question for you.
What's that?
Are you a FOMO or a JOMO person?
I think I'm more to a former person because I love to keep updated with trend nowadays.
What do you think about JOMO person?
I think their life will be kind of boring because they don't keep updated with the trend nowadays.
Alright, thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, excuse me, Chen. Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Okay, are you a FOMO or a JOMO person?
Jomo.
Why?
Because I'm an introvert person.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to you, and you. Welcome to today's talk show, where I, Dini Ukmila binti Ahmad Zamzuri, will be your host. We are going to dive into a very interesting topic that I'm sure that many of us can relate to, which is FOMO versus JOMO. Now, this term has been significant since the rise of social media. And it has been added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2016. But what does it even mean? This abbreviation stands for fear of missing out, a worried feeling that we may feel when we miss an exciting events that we are not part of, especially caused by the things that you see on social media. Meanwhile, JOMO is the exact opposite, which is joy of missing out. These people found peace in disconnecting and enjoying their life without comparing themselves to others. But here is the big question. Why are we so scared of missing out in the first place? And how can we fight that fear? Joining me today are two beautiful ladies, which is Dayana Fatini binti Hamizat and Izzy Izati binti Muhammad Rizal. Thank you, both of you, for being here. I'm sure that each of you have a very unique perspective on this topic. I cannot wait to hear both of your thoughts. First, let's start simple. Have you ever experienced FOMO yourself? Maybe scrolling through TikTok or hearing about a gathering that you didn't participate?
Yes, of course. I've definitely experienced FOMO before. For example, sometimes I scroll through TikTok, I see people going out, having fun, or attending event that I didn't go to. I feel like I'm missing out. I should have been there too. It makes me wonder if I should have joined them. But honestly, I think almost everyone has felt that way before. It's just part of a living team.
Well, since I don't scroll on TikTok or go to gatherings, I don't feel it directly. But I understand the hype about FOMO. It's that nagging feeling that you feel when you see others doing something exciting and you're just not part of it. And yeah, I think I understand why people feel FOMO, but I'm definitely more of a person that, sometimes I just brush it off because I don't really care about missing out on certain things. Just brush it off. Yeah.
Well, that is very interesting because I honestly can understand both of your point of view. And let's go to our next question. And why do you think FOMO is very common in our generation and not in the past?
I think FOMO is very common in our generation because of social media. In the past, people didn't really know what others were doing every single moment of the day. But now, with Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and even Facebook, we constantly see updates of friends traveling, eating out, or going out with their friends. It creates this pressure to always keep up and be part of everything. So, compared to the past, our generation is exposed to way more comparison, and that makes FOMO grow stronger.
Yes, I totally agree with Diana. In the past, people only knew what's going on within their own circle. But now, with social media, we see everything: vacation, birthday parties, achievement, relationships, and even someone that had lunch together could make you become FOMO. And the constant stream of curated highlights make us compare ourselves even more. Plus, our generation is pressured by the idea of living your life to the fullest while you are still young. You only live once. The famous term YOLO, which makes missing out feel heavier.
Okay, so for this next question, I really, really, really want to know your opinion. Who do you think is the main culprit for FOMO? Do you think it's family or friend or even work culture? Who do you think is the main culprit?
Hard take. Social media definitely amplifies FOMO. It's the stage where comparison happens. But personally, I feel like family and friends also fits into it. Parents might push their children to keep up with others academically, and also friends can unintentionally make you feel left out, and because sometimes they post on their stories whether they are on a vacation or maybe going out with some friends when you're not available, and then you will feel left out. It could also ruin your friendship too, I think. Don't you agree?
Yes, that is so true, Izzy. But personally, I do think that work culture plays a big part. It also can create a lot of FOMO. For example, there's this hustle culture where being busy is seen as a badge of honor. If your colleague stay late, attend every training, or post their achievement on the social media, for example, like usually Facebook for the millennial, uh, you might feel pressured to do the same or risk being left behind. Even simple thing like missing an office gathering or not joining a team project can make people feel excluded. So in many ways, the workplace itself fuels FOMO by making us compare our progress within each other. So that create a huge FOMO between the colleagues.
Diana, as someone who have experienced a FOMO, how do you think FOMO can impact our mental health?
First of all, I am a FOMO member myself. So the question is, how can FOMO impact our health? So mental health, to be exact. So actually, I think that FOMO can have a big impact on our mental health because it often make us feel anxious, restless, or even unhappy with our own lives because we constantly comparing things and comparing ourselves with others. Okay, so over time this can lower our self-esteem, make us feel isolated, or even lead to stress, especially if you are a student. You are intent to compare yourself with others, with your friends. When your friends buy a new thing, for example, like smartphone, iPhone, like young generation use iPhone the most. So when your friends upgrade their phone, for example, to iPhone 16 or iPhone 17, you intend to upgrade too, you know? You feel you feel how do I say it? You feel threatened, you feel I want that too. So that will makes you feel unhappy and not be grateful with what you have. What do you
Yes,
think, Izzy?
that is honestly a really good point, especially with the iPhone part, because as an Android user myself, over the time I feel like I am being left out, because everyone around me, most of them are using iPhones. And as an Android user, I just feel very left out because sometimes for example, when we take a class picture, my friend tend to airdrop the pictures, and they even have a shared album together, and they don't share the pictures on Telegram.
I'm sorry, Izzy.
I'm so-
But it was me and Dini.
That's fine. But yeah, I didn't get the pictures that people, all of our classmates have. I have to beg, I have to beg for the pictures, which is okay. But over the time, I feel like I need an iPhone because I want that. I want share album. I want the features. Yes, that is one of the examples. And Diana also mentioned that it could lead to low self-esteem. Well, for me, I don't really relate to that part, but I honestly could understand why you say that, because some people tend to compare their life to people that they see online. You know, however, because we all of us come from different classes, group classes. Some of us are T20, B40, and M40, and it is I know it's not rational to compare our lives to others with different class status, but that is what happened, right? Yeah, people compare the lifestyles to others. They compare the lifestyles to TikTokers that are making thousands every day, and people are trying to catch up, to be updated and buying stuff so that they could be, like them. Yeah, do you agree, Dini?
I do have this one friend. If you know, you know. She
Yeah.
is the biggest FOMO I've ever seen. The
Yeah.
the FOMOest person, in my class, obviously. So she intend to buy, to match the people that she sees online. Not only just smartphone, but makeup.
Longchamp.
Yes, Longchamp. We can only use a low brand or local makeup, but she will be influenced by the by the influencers on TikTok,
And
on
she will
Instagram.
influence us also.
Yes. So eventually we will buy. All of us we will buy the high end makeup.
Yeah.
So actually it's not a good influence.
This morning she influenced me to buy the new Owala bottle that just dropped,
Yes.
the new design. It was pink,
Mm-mm.
and she wanted to buy a new Owala bottle. She already has an Owala bottle, and she want to buy a new one, and she influenced others to buy a new Owala bottle with her too.
Yes, like Izzy said, we are all comes from different background, different kind of families, so different income. So
Yes.
basically, so some of them might even force their parents to buy things, expensive things for them, just to keep updated with their friends. So, what do you think?
Okay, as an ex Android user, I cannot deny that I am one of the FOMO person, and uh, one of my justification of upgrading my phone is because I want the features that my friends had, because I've seen my friends that have like features in iPhone usually have a share album and also airdrop features which Androids don't have, and most of my friends use the same brands. So of course I want the same features as them, because I feel like I'm being left out on a lot of things, and yeah, sometimes I'm the person that can influence others, can make others FOMO with me, and some of other times I am the person that become FOMO from other people.
That's the
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. We cannot deny that. Everyone
Knows about that.
everyone can relate to that. Okay. So, some people argue that FOMO actually pushes us to try new things and stay connected to our community. Do you think FOMO can ever be positive? Because we have seen a lot of negative side of FOMO. So, what do you think about that?
So, yes, I do believe that FOMO can be positive if we approach it in a healthier ways. So that little feeling of not want to missing out, uh, can sometimes motivate us to try new things and to uh, reach the opportunities that we were given. For example, it can push us to join a new activity, attend a networking event, going to ceremony and entering competition maybe for students like us.
Yes, it pushes out of our comfort zone.
Yes.
You know, hanging out with people that, sometimes I feel like FOMO is like a spark of curiosity for you to try new things. Sometimes you look at your friend when they join competitions or maybe they do something and you feel like, why are they doing that? Why is everyone doing it? I want to do that too. And sometimes you get involved through that, through your friends, and you achieve a lot of new things and a lot of new experiences just by being FOMO.
Do you have any experience of that?
Yes, of course. I applied to IFPG because I was FOMO. Yes, it was not intentional. I applied to IPG because uh, it was never my intention to enter IPZ. But then one day I opened up TikTok and everyone was posting contents about IPZ. They want it to be accepted, through the online application. And I was like, what is IPZ? Why is everyone want to enter IPZ? And then I opened up my WhatsApp and my mom sent me the link for IPG registration. For you to register to be interviewed, I think. And then I applied because everyone on TikTok was talking about it. So I was like, guys, don't left me out. I don't understand the hype. But then after I come to IPG, I realized this has been my greatest blessing. Thank God I was FOMO at that time. Yes, I was a bit FOMO. That was one of the few FOMOs in my life. I am not a FOMO person, but IPG trend really like was in every scroll on my TikTok. So yeah.
Yes. So this is the obvious example of positive things
Look,
that
FOMO got me here.
yes, FOMO got her here. I am her roommate. She is actually a Jomo, but this is the few exception of FOMO that she have done.
Yes.
So I'd say that FOMO has a silver lining. It can encourage us to be more adventurous and involved,
Yes.
but only if you use it in a healthy way. The key is letting FOMO inspire us, not to control us.
Balance.
Yes.
You need to have balance, to have the positive impact. Sometimes too much of FOMO can cause or dissatisfaction or
Yes.
exhaustion because you're trying to keep up with others.
Mm-mm.
You have to judge for yourself whether the FOMO is a
Yes.
good FOMO or and not a good FOMO.
On the flip side, there's JOMO, the joy of missing out. Some people say that people who enjoy not being involved are antisocial. Do you agree with that?
Okay, as Diana just said just now, I am a JOMO person. Not all the time, but most of the time, I would say I am a JOMO person. I enjoy missing out. I don't have I don't feel like I have to follow everyone to everywhere, catch up with everything because I feel like that is exhausting for me. Some people, which is I'm an ambivert, I would consider myself an ambivert, so I feel like my social battery is very low, so I tend to enjoy my own company rather than some people. I've seen people that are extroverts. Extroverts enjoy being with others. It charges them, it fills them. But for me, it has to be in moderation. So sometimes it's okay to hang out with people, but maybe I'll talk to you, or maybe I just silently listen, or maybe I just don't go to wherever they are going. I just enjoy my own company. I don't think that it's necessary for me to, keep up with everything. Yeah, what about you, Diana? Do you have any different experiences?
Personally, I don't think that I am a Jomo person. I am okay. I am myself is a FOMO, a huge FOMO. So I don't think I am part of the Jomo person. I'm quite the opposite of Easy actually, but I do respect his opinion on Jomo and his personality and her personality. I'm sorry. And I think I am proud of being FOMO because I feel like I am more to extroverted person, not like ambivert. I don't have a time that I am introvert. I'm extrovert all the time. So I think that's all about myself because but I am surrounded by people who is more to Jomo, and I am not judging. Okay, I totally understand them.
Okay, so just like Diana stated, we are the complete opposite, guys. We are not the same. So Diana, I want to ask you a question. Is that okay? Okay. Okay. As someone that has a roommate that is, Jomo, do you agree with this statement? People that are, Jomo enjoy not being involved and is considered antisocial. Would you consider as antisocial as a person that is FOMO?
Honestly, yes. Because I feel like I love to go out. I love going out. I love eating. As long as I'm out, I'm okay. I am really a fun going person. So I like to go out with my friends. And sometimes when I invited them to go out with me, for example, Easy, and she don't want to go out too. So I was like, why? It is fun, though.
Yeah, it's just that we have a different mindset and different perspective on that. However, I would say that that is debatable. I love being outside, but I enjoy my own company better than I enjoy my time with people. It's okay for me to go out with others.
But don't get me wrong though. I understand them.
Yeah,
So
she understands me very well.
yes.
She gives me the spaces that I ask her.
We
Which
are
is
very compatible. Okay, okay. Sometimes when she's not in the mood to go out, it's okay.
yeah.
I will ask my other friends, and I let
Yeah.
her have her own space.
Yeah, and
It's
sometimes
okay.
when I feel like I just don't have the energy and the
Mm-mm.
capacity for me to, go outside. I don't feel like going out with others, but I want to go outside. I'll just go, and Diana won't like feel like, why is she like that? She understand me very well. Yeah, I enjoy my own company. Sometimes I even just go outside alone because I like being by myself. Yes.
Okay, we are having a very great conversation right now. So let's go to another question. How do we shift from constantly chasing the pace to follow trends to actually enjoying a slower and quieter lifestyle? Who want to answer first?
Well, I think the first step is by changing how we define happiness. Some people measure it by how many trends that they follow. So other than that, why don't we change our lifestyle into a healthier one? Like maybe spending time with your family, spending quality time with your families and friends, and many more. There are so many activities that you should do and you can't do other than following trends and keep updated on TikTok. There are so many more. So by changing that, I think that would be the greatest option.
Yeah, I agree with Diana. And I also think that it stuck with your mindset, with how you perceive the trends, with how you perceive yourself, with how you perceive others. You have to have a clear boundaries with social media. You have to tell yourself and you have to believe that whatever you see on social media stays on social media. You don't have to apply it to your life. You don't have to believe everything you see on social media. And also you have to believe that whatever you are doing, it has to be aligned with what you believe, not what others believe. And I think that is the main reason why people are FOMO, because they don't really know what they want, and others than people that just want to be part of a fun trend. Some people, they just don't know what they want. So you have to be intentional, know what you want. You have to know why you want it or why you want to be a part of it, and you have to be grateful for whatever that you have. And also be rational, guys, because let's be real, sometimes we are FOMO by buying stuff that we already have, right?
Mm-mm.
Because that also happens to me quite a few times. I bought stuff that I already had, which is because I was scrolling on TikTok. Yeah. So be intentional with be grateful with what you have.
Yes.
Yes.
We also have to set our own boundaries with social media. I don't feel like scrolling through TikTok will help you. No, you have to stop. not stop. Stop is impossible. So maybe lessen your screen time on TikTok. So that will help you eventually.
Yeah, I think that is called digital detox. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know how to like be? Do you know how to make digital detox more effective?
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
I
This is
haven't heard
honestly
about.
a really great question. How to make digital detox more effective? Firstly, guys, it starts with your phone. For your TikTok, set a timer, you know. I have this thing on my phone. Earlier I stated that I don't really scroll on TikTok, but I do scroll. But you have to be intentional. So I put on a timer on my TikTok. You can just set it on your. You can setting it in your phone. Where I can scroll on TikTok for only 1 hour, and then it will automatically close the app, and you have to enter to put in the password
Yeah.
to the TikTok. So yeah, I mean I know the password. I can just simply log in, but you have to be disciplined. You know, you have to control yourself. Yes, it starts with you guys.
But for those who's who cannot trust
Themselves.
themselves, please give your password to your parents or your friends to control your TikTok
Yeah,
screen
they are more
time.
reliable than ourselves sometimes.
Yes, because we intend to put the password if you know it. So if you know you can't do it, if you know yourself. So if you know you can't do it, just leave the password to your parents.
This is a
Okay.
good alternative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And I believe that it worked like charms because parents, they are super strict. They won't let you go away with it. They won't let you know the password.
If you had to choose between living with FOMO forever or JOMO forever, which would you pick and why?
Okay. Ambivert perspective. I would say for right now, I would say I would pick Jomo. Because for me, FOMO just FOMO is very overwhelming for me. The concept itself is very overwhelming for me, and I feel like I won't be able to survive being a FOMO person because you just compare yourself to others, trying to keep up with trends, which is very unnecessary, honestly. You don't have to follow every trend. It would be very tiring for you to follow everything. I mean, yes, you would be updated, people would want to be friends with you, you could be a part of something, but at what cost? At what cost? It will cause damage to yourself, and I don't want that for myself. I feel like Jomo allows me to know myself better, what I like, what I don't like. I could learn to know myself better, my preferences, and also I could stay true to myself. It's okay for me to involve in something, but it's not necessary for me to involve in everything and keep up with everything. Yeah, that's my opinion. I believe that Diana might have a different perspective because we have a different personality. So let's hear it from Dana. What do you think?
As for me, I would say both actually because life has a different season. Sometimes I want to be FOMO and sometimes I want to be JOMO. I choose to be JOMO. So there are times that FOMO is relevant when it comes to activities in school that I want to try new things, that any event or activity organized by school. I think FOMO is actually should be applied on that. But JOMO is when my social battery is run out or when my money is running out. I don't have enough money. I think I should be JOMO. I should be the one that is not participate in any
Yeah,
in
yeah, so that I understand that she wants to make a rational decision.
yes.
Jomo can save you from, spending your money on unnecessary thing like Diana just said. You have to be rational with yourself.
So for me, it actually depends on the moment.
Yeah.
Well, that was such an insightful discussion. I didn't even realize that time has gone by so fast.
Oh my god.
It is actually.
Yeah. We learned that while FOMO might make us feel left out, it's also a reminder to reflect on what truly matters. And JOMO, it's not about isolating yourself. It's more about finding joy in being present and content with your own choices. Thank you so much to both of our amazing guests and to all of you that are watching right now. Remember, missing out doesn't always mean losing out. I'm Dini Ukmila binti Ahmad Zamzuri, and this has been FOMO versus Jomo. Until next time, bye!